Avec tes on t'a établi à faire.
Some people belly. Some people belly. I'm some people belly. They call me the old man. Just imagine, Joseph Boga came and lied to us. He said we should vote in and you do better things for us with the youth. He said we should vote in, better things will happen because Joshua was not doing well. So we put in there the old papi. One thing I know in the power, when people getting old, they can bring young person to replace them. When they lap brother, I saw that young men taking young men to bring old men. Things are very hard. As you can see, my spirit abroad since December up to now, the spirit stay there. I sell phone, I sell spirit with some supplement. As you can see in the past, up to now, to each side of the wall, we got out of 200 over farm people to eat in the street. It's about to reduce young people to that level. The achievement for eating, if you eat, then you are achieved for the day. School coming to open. How do we manage for our children to go to school? Other one a problem for all. So they may lie to all, in full all, about the so-called rescue. Up to now, we're not getting anything. We can see no company. $50 job, you take the person from there. You said we shouldn't sell in the street. Look at the street where you want for us to sell. No food to eat. So how we manage for our children? Paying rent. Can you imagine that? To pay the rent is a problem because things tough for everybody. So they been lie to all. I don't even let them listen to somebody telling me about Joseph Boga issue. But in full ought to vote for him. We voted for him, nothing going on. That's the problem we're facing like bro. Everything just damaged. Nothing good you can see. And the other man said you get water. People hold him. Just look at the push food they're carrying. Yeah, he said water running the city. Why people still carrying water around here? Everything I just lie. So you know, when it says they're finished, so the people can go away, man. When it says they're finished, I won't be getting vexed with them. Say, we'll manage it. But things are not fun. Nobody should lie to you. Anybody say things fun, maybe they're more alien. Because they don't want to get any money. To do what thing? And him brought it. The only ground I saw Joseph Boga broken up, they feed on Samuel Kanyanto, reburial or Samuel Kanyanto, and they feed it. Nothing. Go to the factory, the railway operator, go see the road there. So nothing good he doing. But every time they would just kind of lie when they're ready to catch you, they say, oh, you still, can you the next of the movie from there? Because they put lie to us. They lie to us, so I afford to vote. I voted for him thinking that things will change. But nothing. Judge, you are telling me,
I said,
the anytime you plan tomorrow, I know I'm speaking out tomorrow, they will come and be targeting him. Already. But nothing will work on. So they can come for me anytime.
Excuse me.
Thank you.
What's your name? Your name?
I'm Sam Vico Belly.
The old man.
You mean old man?
Let me just ask you one question.
I go ask in the comment section what
Let me read some of the comments for you. You consider yourself to be a youth? I'm not a shooter. Who are the comments that I'm going to Let me ask the question again. You consider yourself to be a youth? Did you vote for Joseph Boga before?
Yes.
On what ground? What's the message you heard?
They're teaching on schools and other things that, you know, it's kind of rescue the country. So I don't want to rescue somebody else who's not dying.
Well, don't you think the president has already rescued the country?
Yeah, he rescued himself.
The president brought egg factory. The president is and you know, there are a lot of roads that the president is working on currently in the southeast road.
I'm from the southeast. I'm talking about southeast. In my mom's village, my mom's town, where she from. Because they play okay. And you know, then the road stop.
Recently, the president removed the tariff on imported rice. You know that? I know. I
got 3,500 still. I just bought it yesterday, so I'm not going to So,
When you see, get a book.
3,500. By the time I got So I know what they're saying now. I know what they will say. Because reds are 3,005. I say you tell me now that reds are $10 for it. Because Baka said reds are $10. I'm coming.
So you sound so you are sounding like you're angry.
I'm not that angry, but I'm saying the fact.
See the fact.
Yes. I'm saying reality. I want you to know. But you will not do anything. Then you just continue jailing the people. That's the best thing you can do for yourself. Yeah, that's the best thing. That's the only thing.
The president jailing right now are those that have that was elected.
You can jail somebody just free the scene there for 30 minutes. What you jail the person for? 30 minutes and you go free and catch somebody you can free them. What happened to the man who the 22 million just a real man? What happened to him? Why you jailing?
Who's the 22 million?
Public Works Minister. What happened to him?
So if I may ask you one former President George
once again, we are here as law enforcement body to continually express our commitments to the protection of lives and property in this country and the dignity of the person. As we draw closer to the July 17th protest date, today makes it 10 days from that date. We have asked planners to engage with the Ministry of Justice to get a permit and inform law enforcement as to routes they intend to take so that we can provide the adequate protection. Up to today, we haven't seen any such engagement. However, we want to reaffirm our commitment to the democratic process that will provide the adequate protection necessary and will do whatever we can to ease the burden of those who will not be a part of the protest and will have to get to town. So as soon as we understand how and where they intend to gather, we'll continue to communicate with the public. We're asking everybody to keep tuned to our social media pages, to other radios and stuff, and we will be able to communicate adequately. But I would like to encourage each and everyone to go about their normal basis. Protest in this country has become a routine issue. So it's not something that will say, oh, we're going to ask you to stay home and stuff like that. School remains open. Children can move back and forth and go to school freely. And people can go to work and everyone can continue their normal business. Like I said, there could be some disruption in the traffic, but we try to minimize the inconveniences through whatever means possible. To the planners, we are your police. Those who intend to exercise those rights. Constitutionally, it is your right under the by virtue of the Constitution, and it is my hope that those rights remain within the confines of the law. We will be there to protect, we'll be there to guide, and we'll be there to maintain law and order. In the event where it goes violent, we will restore order immediately within the confines of the law. I want to admonish the general public that the Liberia National Police is a guardian, not a warrior, and we will do everything within our power to protect the Liberian people. Those who are planning the protest, it is my hope that you have spoken to those who are going to be involved and ask them to remain peaceful and do not vandalize people's property, because anything that goes wrong, you, the planners, will be held responsible. I just hope you understand the responsibility that comes along with it and make sure that you're able to guide the process properly. Last but not the least, there will always be people who have got nefarious intent, even in the best of plannings. So to those that exercise those rights, constitutionally, it is your right under the by virtue of the Constitution, and it is my hope that those rights remain within the confines of the law. We will be there to protect, we'll be there to guide, and we'll be there to maintain law and order. In the event where it goes violent, we will restore order immediately within the confines of the law. I want to admonish the general public that the Liberia National Police is a guardian, not a warrior, and we will do everything within our power to protect the Liberian people. Those who are planning the protest, it is my hope that you have spoken to those who are going to be involved and ask them to remain peaceful and do not vandalize people's property, because anything that goes wrong, you, the planners, will be held responsible. I just hope you understand the responsibility that comes along with it, and make sure that you're able to guide the process properly. Last but not the least, there will always be people who have got nefarious intent, even in the best of plannings. So to those of you who have got your illegal weapons at home and planning to bring it to the protest, please leave it alone. Please. Don't bring it. Thank you.
I want to tell Mr. Wakai that the change he said he was going to bring, he has lied to the Liberian people. So he turned him as president. So the only thing he's looking for is to hear about the president. So we're going to make him one-time president.
You put him on President Wakai?
Yeah, I put him for him not to be a criminal, not to be a liar.
So why was the trust he hired him before?
Well, the trust was, the same trust you had in that
Sir, my name is Peter Toe. I write for Front Page Africa newspaper. I report for Today Liberia Television. The Southeasterners, at the time George Weah was in power, you used to talk against George Weah. Southeasterners said Yeke was not a good man. What do you see this time around?
I was not talking against former President Weah. I was talking against the system.
Okay.
It was because he was a leader. He was not helping to change the system. There were a lot of wrong things going on in the former President Weah, but he didn't take action. So I needed to make him to take action, and he not took the action, and he has seen his own mistake. So he's going to learn from this mistake. The next time I can show you, if the opposition will say former President Weah is the head of the ticket, no mistake he made, he won't make it anymore.
What do you mean of the ongoing saga with the former Speaker, Speaker Kufa?
Well, we see as a witch hunt. Mr. Baka do not have anything to deliver to the people. He want to bring distraction like he did a few days, grabbing seditions, former official of government, putting them in jail to distract the Liberian for attention for the hardship in the country. But it can't work. It can't work. We in the opposition will ensure that we talk. We can never ever silence the opposition, and he don't have the ability to do it.
What's the meaning of your slogan you always use saying broadband rules change?
Broadband rule change is anytime the broadband, the referee is in control. He decides what happened on the pitch.
And who's that referee?
The referee is the referee of the day. The Liberian will become the referee of the day. The ball have bound. The rule have changed.
People say you always opposition in government in power. Are you using vocabulary?
Bossman, some of you people never expected that I could criticize Mr. Wakai today, because you thought I was going to be a praise singer to Mr. Wakai like you're representing your garden now. I'm not a bodyguard to Mr. Wakai. I brought him to power to do the right thing. We said former president, we were riding private jet, but Mr. Wakai took private jet from Moravia to go to Lofa County. What is he doing?
He defended it.
He defended what? So we will defend George Weah on too. So it was necessary for George Weah to go somewhere as a president. He need to have the comfort as a president. No, there will be no president that will not ride private jet. So when you are there, or when you are not there, be very careful how to talk to the person that there because of private jet. You need to have a comfort like a president. You think president want to wrap a transport plane with other people when he's going to serious meeting? No. So the agenda we had last time was wrong. And we need to, I want Mr. Waka to apologize to Mr. Weah for the agenda.
Do you think it's necessary?
It is necessary. So it is necessary. We know him.
Why you are supporting
We know him to be an 85-year-old man. So when 85-year-old man can lie to people that he older them, then we're treating like a little child. So, and that is what we are doing.
What's our mission in Maryland, and what could be the benefit of Marylanders?
I am carrying on my assessment to see the strength of the opposition. And now that from all the countries I've been through, I know that Mr. Walker do not have any space anymore.
Then look at the road. You travel from River to Maryland.
Well, the road project have been from former President Weah. He signed a contract.
Okay.
So what they are doing, it is a contract that was signed by former President Weah.
Implementation.
Yes, they are trying to implement the project. You know, government is continuing with it. You know that, right?
Sure.
When government comes, you start from where your friends stop and you move on. So that is what happened we're not giving the glory.
So let's go back to Grand Junior County and look at the reburial issues. How do you see the reburial process?
We brought the former First Lady Bali. The Bali in there that they said for do, they're not do Bali. Joseph Walker went to Central Street and took boom from there, put in one casket and brought. Look, before you bury somebody, you need to do DNA to be sure that that's a person body. Because according to Prince Johnson, the late Prince Johnson, he said when Amos Sawyer then came, they dug up Joe body and were not reburied. They bring the body. So where are they bringing body for now? That casket Joseph Walker brought to Grand Gillette, like a casket when he died, we're burying in it. So we're keeping Grand Gillette for him.
Want to leave you a party comment?
I'm in Maryland County. I'll be hitting the River G in the next, in Grand Queen in the next 1 hour 30 minutes. From here I will pass through Sano. From here from Sano I'll pass through Riverside. From Riverside I will hit Grand Bassor and go back to base and inform the Liberian people.
Sir, can you analyze the performance of our lawmakers in the Southeast?
Well, you brought him. I don't know why you brought him.
The few lawmakers.
Yeah, you brought him. I don't know why you brought him because look, our job is to speak for the people. Our job is not to be security for the president of this country. We expected people that came from LU, that came from the speaking angle of LU, student leaders, to join us. People say I'm not educated, but at least I've been consistent with what I'm doing. Consistency matters a lot. You understand? So the people have decided to be bodyguard. I don't know why we will see the law. The law say, our law said to remove this man as chairman of the football fee. We must have 49 votes. You can't go get 43 votes. You say you remove the man. That's jungle justice. And within the people playing coup against the first branch of government, and they'll be prosecuted, including Joseph Walker. Joseph Walker need to be prosecuted for playing coup. Joseph Walker is a serious embarrassment to this country, and we never thought we were going to be an embarrassment.
I'm Jabez J. Williams, report for WAP TV Liberia. I want to ask a question. What is your relationship with our representative district?
No, I don't have a relationship. I don't have a relationship with anybody that will join the executive. My job, look, we are powerful. Look, the real problem is the House of Representatives. I just wish one day you'll come there, you'll flop all the oil in our place and take it out. Because we are not representing you in the right way. Look, I do not use money in my district. I use the government to use money in my district. My district is the most developed district in much of the country because of my stand. Because of my stand. Look, when we talk, the country will be okay. The power we have so
And welcome today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. A pleasant welcome on today. Today is 07082025. Today's Tuesday. A pleasant welcome and welcome to the People's Program. The program that brings you up the speed of major happenings in Liberia, Africa, and the rest of our one world. It's a pleasant welcome. Don't forget, the geometry of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority, and those that come with equity must come with clean hands. As usual on the People's Program, I am your humble servant. I am J. Nathaniel Va, and I'm here today with the head of production, Andrew Gaundu. I call him Buku on the program today, making a spectacular edition of the People's Program. And there are a lot of goods in store for you. My Liberians are concerned about the signing of the HPX, the Ivanhoe deal that is now being claimed to be in secret. But the other news that the Liberia United States Embassy near Monrovia has hailed the process. Lawmakers into the United States are raising their concerns because of the CPP relations to the Ivanhoe deal. Liberians are also asking why, how, when, where, who this entire process is, when our lawmakers are not the makers of the deal, when our lawmakers are not in the know of this process, when our lawmakers are not the one negotiating this process. Why? Is it really the deal that will bring in the Ivanhoe, the HPX to Liberia? Or was there some sort of agreement signed? Several questions are asked. Today we're going to look at that. Before that, about 12:30 in the program, I will have with me, as usual, the Orange family. Orange Liberia will sit with us on the platform to inform Liberians and their customers across the bailiwick of this country about issues. They shop at the supermarket, prices upon what it entails, what are the goods for the customers, the consumers, and the use of Orange Liberia and the Mass app, and also Liberia Investment Conference, the data promotion on the 222 today on the program. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. I am your humble servant. Just call me the ambassador. Liberia farming history is marked by both long-standing traditional practices and the significant eruptions from colonialism, war, civil war, and the introduction of the large-scale plantations. Before the European contact, diverse ethnic groups cultivated crops like rice, yams, and cotton, with sustenance or subsistence farming and hunting providing for their communities. The arrival of the American settlers in the 19th century led to the development of commercial agriculture, but also brought about land conflict and the dominance of export crops like rubber, often at the expense into local food production. The Civil War in the late 20th century further devastated the agricultural sector, causing widespread displacement and hindering development in the country. Various ethnic groups, including the Pere, Bassa, Kru, Gola, Kisi, migrated to the region and developed farming systems based on their needs and environments. The Pele in particular adopted the rainforest environment by mastering upland rice cultivation and other crops, making or marking an agricultural revolution. Farming were primarily for household consumption, with the resilience or reliance of wild fruits, vegetables, and hunting for protein. Tasty flies hindered widespread livestock farming in Liberia. The arrival of the repatriated American slaves in the 19th century brought new crops like coffee and sugarcane, as well as the concept of commercial agriculture. The settlers' agricultural practices often clashed with indigenous communities, and the large-scale land concessions like the Firestone rubber plantation led to displacement and the dependence on export crops. Public farms were established to provide employment and serve as experimental stations for tropical agricultural process. The Liberian Produce Marketing Corporation, the LMPC, that is LPMC rather, was established to manage the export of coffee, cocoa, and palm kernels, often benefiting from higher prices than neighboring countries. The Civil War severely impacted agriculture, causing displacement, loss of infrastructure, and the decline into production. Efforts are underway to rebuild the agricultural sector, including investments in cocoa production and the development of a cooperative. Smallholder farmers still faces challenges like limited access to resources, infrastructure, and market information. Despite the challenges, agriculture remains the mainstay of the Liberian economy, providing livelihoods for the majority of the population. Liberian agricultural sector includes both subsistence farms and large-scale production. efforts have been made to improve food production and ensure food security for the population. With its fertile land and favorable climate, Liberia has the potential to further develop its agricultural sector and to contribute to its economic development in the country. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening. Today's history is a regular feature in our programs, where we bring you happiness in history, whether a decade, a century, or the millennium, for your listening pleasure. On today is the 7th of July, the 8th of July, on the 7th month. July is the 7th month of the year, and today is the 8th day, and the year still stands at 2025 to be precise. Today, the Treaty of the Hoka-Isalisi, a defensive alliance between the Ottoman Empire and Russia, was signed at the village of the Hoka-Isalisi near Istanbul today in 1833 on the 8th of July. In 1889, John L. Sullivan beat Jack Cowring in 75 pounds to defeat his title, to defend his title in the last heavyweight championship bout held on the London Pride's ring rules today, the age in 1889. That same year, journalist Charles Henry Torr published the first issue of the Wall Street Journal. In 1896, William Jenney Bryan delivered his cross of gold to be precise, speech at the Democratic National Convention in Chicago. Philip Johnson, an architect and a critic known for his promotion of the International Star and later for his role in defending the postmodernist architecture, was born today in Cleveland, Ohio. In 1947, a local newspaper reported that a flying saucer has been recovered near the Roswell, near New Mexico, precise. Although that claim was quietly refuted by the authority, the Roswell incident eventually became the center of conspiracy theory involving the UFO and the extra restraints process. Douglas MacArthur was appointed commander of the United Nations forces in the Korean War in 1951 today. Today, 1996, on the 8th of July, the British pop band the Spice Girls released their debut single, The Wonder Bee, which helped make them an international sensation on the globe. The orbiter Atlantis was launched on the last space shooter mission in 2011 on today. Today, in 1497, the Vasco da Gama sailed from Lisbon with a fleet of 4 vessels, and he ultimately opened a sea route for Western Europe to Asia by the way of the Cape of Good Hope, ushering in a new era in the world history. Today's history is a regular feature in our programs. Kim Il-sung, president of North Korea, was born today. He was born, to be precise, on the 15th of April in 1912 near Pyongyang, near Korea. He died today in 1994 at the age of 82 in Pyongyang, North Korea. Good afternoon, good morning, and good evening. Welcome on the 8th of July in 1943, the 4th day of the Battle of the Crash. General Model uses last tank reserve in history on today. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, a pleasant welcome. At about 12:30, I will have with me here our distinct guest, always here on our program, from Orange, Liberia, and there are several goods that are in store for the people of this country, especially those using Orange, Liberia, and they will be here to talk about a lot. And as a matter of fact, I will be having here with me, as usual, always, the communication officer at Philomena Arakofa, Orange Liberia, and Jota Flomo from Orange Liberia. They will be here with me at about 12:30 on the program. We'll talk about that. From there, we're searching a lot of issues that will involve Liberians. It's great to be here on today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and welcome to the program. I'll take a very short break. When I come back, we usher our guest in the studio. I've sold the power to Joseph Boakai, so he's using us. You see, everywhere Joseph Boakai go, that man has forced himself to be speaker, can follow him. Is that his job? To be going from border to border? Is he your ambassador of this country?
Thank you to leave you.
I'll be heading to Grand very soon.
Thank you so much.
I want to tell Mr. Boakai that the change he said he was going to bring, he has large to the people. So he turned me as president of the state. So the only thing is going for is here by the president. So we're going to make him one-time president.
You voted for President Boakai?
Yeah, I voted for him not to be a criminal, not to be a liar.
So why was the trust he hired him before?
Well, the trust was the same trust you had in our
Sir, my name is Peter Toe. I write for Front Page Africa newspaper. I report for Today Liberia Television. The Southeasterners, at the time George Weah was in power, you used to talk against George Weah. Southeasterners said Yeke was not a good man. What do you see this time around?
I was not talking against former President Weah. I was talking against the system.
Okay.
It was because he was a leader. He was not helping to change the system. There were a lot of wrong things going on in the former President Weah, but he didn't take action. So I needed to make him to take action, and he not took the action, and he has seen his own mistake. So he's going to learn from this mistake. The next time I can show you, if the opposition will say former President Weah is the head of the ticket, no mistake he made, he won't make it anymore.
What do you mean of the ongoing saga with the former Speaker Kufa?
Well, we see as a witch hunt. Joseph Boakai do not have anything to deliver to the people. He want to bring distraction like he did a few days, grabbing seditions, former official of government, putting them in jail to distract the Liberian for attention for the hardship in the country. But it can't work. It can't work. We in the opposition will ensure that we talk. We can never ever silence the opposition, and he don't have the ability to do it.
What's the meaning of your slogan you always use saying broadband rules change?
Broadband rule change is anytime the broadband, the referee is in control. He decides what happened on the pitch.
And who's that referee?
The referee is the referee of the day. The Liberian will become the referee of the day. The broadband, the rule have changed.
People say you always opposition in government in power. Are you using vocabulary?
Bossman, some of you could never expected that I could criticize Mr. Boakai today. Because you thought I was going to be a praise singer to Mr. Boakai like you're representing your garden now. I'm not a bodyguard to Mr. Boakai. I brought him to power to do the right thing. We said former president, we were riding private jet. But Mr. Boakai took private jet from Moravia to go to Lofa County. What is he doing?
He defended it.
He defended what? So we will defend George Weah on too. So it was necessary for George Weah to go somewhere as a president. He need to have the comfort as a president. No, there will be no president that will not ride private jet. So when you are there, or when you are not there, be very careful how to talk to the person that there because of private jet. You need to have a comfort like a president. You think president want to wrap a transport plane with other people when he's going to serious meeting? No. So the agenda we had last time was wrong. And we need to, I want Mr. Boakai to apologize to Mr. Weah for the agenda.
Do you think it's necessary?
It is necessary.
So it is necessary. We know him.
Why you are supporting
We know him. We know him to be. We know him to be an 85-year-old man. So one 85-year-old man can lie to people that he older than, then we're treating like a little child. So, and that is what we are doing.
What's our mission in Maryland, and what could be the benefit of Marylanders?
I am carrying on my assessment to see the strength of the opposition. And now that from all the countries I've been through, I know that Mr. Walker do not have any space anymore.
Now look at the road. You travel from Monrovia to Maryland.
Well, the road project have been from former President Weah. He signed a contract. Okay. So what's what they are doing? It is a contract that was signed by former President Weah.
Implementation.
Yes, they are trying to implement the project. You know, government is continuing with it. You know that, right? So when government comes, you start from where your friends stop and you move on. So that is what happened we're not giving the glory.
So let's go back to
welcome to our good folks there. Following up on YouTube, on Facebook, and also on www.kenewsonline.com, our online radio, and also Liberia 91.9. Welcome to all of you. Like I said to you earlier on, our guests are already in the studio here. You know, every time your people hear about Orange Liberia, with a middle name will be inside. So she's here today with some of the good news from the Orange office. I will have with me Philomena Arakofa and Jota Flomo. They will better introduce themselves if I get it wrong there. But also welcome to all of you. Join us for the next meetings coming up until 1 o'clock. We will be here talking about Orange Liberia and what are the goods. Let me say welcome to you again. You too, or the Orange family, that's stranger in the office again. Let me say welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you. And the Orange office come over here.
Thank you.
Welcome. Okay, but for the sake of the public, I want you to both introduce yourself for the listeners.
Yes, so my name is Philomena Arakofa, and I'm the media coordinator for Orange Liberia.
And I'm Director and Flomo from the Orange Money Marketing Department.
Okay, that's great. Let me say welcome again. Thank you too for coming. Once the Liberian people hear Orange, they know that there is something good. This time around, what is good from Orange?
Yeah, so there are so many good things from Orange.
Okay.
Yeah, and we have too many amazing news for our people, our customers. You know, once we hear, it got to be good news.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Joetta will go through with the first, and I will break the other news.
Okay.
Okay, so we are here to talk about happy hour.
Okay.
This coming Friday to Exeter, like Center Street.
Yeah.
We say you should go there and then buy anything, any drinks, using your Orange money, and then you are going to also receive 10% back. Orange is giving 10%. So any one of the customers that buy you Orange money. So for example, if you happen to use $100 and then you want to get a 10, you are also going to receive 10 LT back, USD.
Okay, $100 Liberian dollar.
No,
100 USD.
100 USD will give you 10 USD back.
Wow.
That is if you use our Orange money to buy.
Okay.
We want you to use your Orange money to buy, and then you will get 10 cash back to you.
Okay.
And then we also say you should stop at the favorite supermarket I'm about to call, like today, like Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. The supermarket I'm about to call, if you stop there to shopping, you are also going to get 20% back, cash back.
The same $100 or any amount?
Any amount.
Okay.
For 100 or 50, but just know that you are getting 20% cash back.
Okay.
So the supermarket, you can stop to the Mika Mart supermarket, you can stop to the Habel supermarket, stop and shop, and we all know China Mall. You can stop at China Mall, and then we got a Loving Bakery. If you stop to any of these places that I just called, and then when you go to get at it, remember, true Orange money. We are not talking about your physical cash. True Orange money.
So once you go there, after getting what your eyes see suitable for you, when you're about to pay to the cashier, use Orange money.
Orange money, yes.
then you will definitely get
20% cash back.
Then for Excellence Happy Hour, once you go there, whether it's beer or Cree or stout, whatever it is,
yes,
once you pay through Orange money,
yes,
you get
10.
your 10%.
Yes.
Wow, that's
cash
great.
back.
That's great.
And the shopping days is Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Only on those days.
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday.
Okay.
For the happy hour is only Friday. This can be Friday night.
Okay.
The happy hour again will be to Exeter.
Okay.
So you would love to mix it.
Wow.
The way me when they get your $100, they get $10 back.
Wow.
It's another opportunity for you.
This is not boring. You give it back and say, give me something again.
Yes.
And I'm going to refresh myself while I'm still here.
Yes,
wow.
yes.
Orange is coming massively. And Wilhelmina said you had a good news for us. But this time around, what's good on Max 8 app?
I was just about to talk about the Maxi app.
Yeah, go there.
So the Maxi app, we refer to it as all-in-one app.
Okay.
This app is meant for those that complain when it comes to our course. Oh, I can't remember this to pay for my LUC. I can't remember this. Maxi app is here. All you need to do is to go to your Play Store, put in Max 8 app library.
Okay.
Because you got different Maxi. I get up on Maxi app.
Yeah.
You get lost.
Okay.
So you have to pull library to it, and then the app will come to your Play Store, download it, and then man, you using it, you have to go through like little makeup. Yes, that makes the whole process easy for you.
Okay.
Everything is already indicating on the right. So if you want to send money to somebody, you see it on the app, send money. If you want to pay for your like bonus, you will see it also waiting there. You just need to click the transaction you want to do.
Yeah.
You just need to click on it, asking you for any code, nothing. The only code you will be requested for is your PIN code. That one is your own privacy.
Yeah.
That's the only code you will be requested for. And then the Maxi app also got SPA. And SPA we're talking about, you are opportune to every way like keke, like you got different things that you opportune to.
Wait. On the Master app, you have a spin and win. You have to put money. You have to.
With the spin and win,
I want to hear more about this.
with the spin and win, you have to buy bono.
Okay.
So that you will receive the link and then you can spin and win on the app. So when you buy bono using Maxi, because in the Maxi app, we have all of our promotional offers in the Maxi app. So like the Star 222, the international offers, everything is right within the Maxi app.
Okay.
So if you go there, you have your recharge on your Orange Money or in your phone, you use the Maxi app.
Yeah.
You buy bono, we'll send you a link to your number through SMS. And
Okay.
then you will click that link and the link will allow you to spin and win. And your chances of winning, there are so many good things you're able to win. You can win a smartphone, you win our goodies like our branded t-shirts, our caps, just those kind of materials like that. But most importantly, the Techno R7. The Techno R7 we're currently selling for $89. I gave you two, you can win it. So last week, one person won 2 phones. The guy came for, I said, "Are you cheating also?"
Wow.
Yeah, because I kept looking at it. I said, "You came here the one time, you back again."
Wow.
He said, "Yes, I went back, I spin." So that tells you that he's taking more advantage of the app. So he's doing all of the transaction and he's not making the spin and win lazy.
So once you get done with the transaction, automatically a link is sent to you.
Yes. Once you put in that you want to buy bono, you click in, the transaction is done. We'll send you a link through SMS.
Okay.
And you click that link, the link will allow you to spin on the app. So if you spin, you will see your cap, you see t-shirt, you see phone. Wherever we stop is that item that you win. If you say you win nothing, we are sorry, you can try again.
When they say phone, then they give it to you.
Yes.
Wow.
Or you personally, you come at the office to pick up the phone.
So once the draw is done, you will be aware.
Yeah, we have data of everything.
Okay.
Yes. Remember, it's digital inclusion, so
the
world is going digital with Orange.
Okay, that's great. That's great. So much important. And Liberians, it's good that you get on the Mass 8 app. So let's talk about the Liberia Investment Conference.
Yeah, so this is the news that I want to bring to everyone.
Okay, that's
yes. So we all know that as part of our corporate social responsibility. This is what we do. We sponsor a lot of events, a lot of programs in Liberia. Our digital center is open to that. Our foundation is also open to that. So we just recently sponsored the Digitech that were hosted at the ministerial complex. And this one again, we are proud to say we are the sponsor. Orange is not just here because of our Orange Mini, Orange Scratch Card. We are here to make impact in the life of our people and let our people feel the impact. So we say we are proudly sponsoring the event. This event will be happening from July 15 to the 18th at the ministerial complex. We all know it's very comfortable at the ministerial complex. You can stop there. And this event allows businesses to come together, entrepreneurs, agriculturalists, you know, all we will be right there. We will be there, our booth will be there. Also meeting with corporate business institution to help them because we have our business to business side of Orange Liberia. So that is the corporate side of our business where we have people we meet and talk to and help them or whatever thing they are struggling with Orange. So we will be there from the 15th to the 18th of this event. So the good news is for small businesses who also want to register to be at that event to showcase their business, you can use Orange Money to register. So the short code is *144 *166#. So once you dial that code, it comes with the option and you can better select the various packages and everything that you want to subscribe for to be at the event. So again, the event is happening from the 15th of July to the 18th. We will be at the ministerial complex making our commitment to our people because we told them as part of our CEO told the President of the Republic of Liberia that as part of the vision, this country is always going to be digital included. So we are not leaving nobody behind. Anything that have to have involvement with technology, we have to be involved because people will be showing new innovations. There will be so many, different activities going on. But the main part is that Orange will be there. This is your chance of meeting with our team, our corporate team, our customer care team to express whatever problem or whatever service you want to subscribe for with Orange. You can meet us at the event from the 15th to the 18th.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow. And we talk about would it be guests presenting issues in the program? Let's talk about the program. We talk about outside there are booths there to showcase what Orange has and others will be having our produce, but the program itself.
Yes. So the program itself, there will be a lot of innovative or presentation going on. You will have agricultural people showcasing their products. You will also have people who are into technology, maybe some AI things they will be displaying there too. And then they will also do presentation. Normally those kind of events called presentation, and then the most powerful ones walk away with prize like that. So yes, if you are innovator, you can also register using our website. You can visit the Nova website platform and register on their platform. But then, if you are a small business person, you want to be at the event to showcase your material. As a sponsor, you can register using the Orange Money and be there at the event from the 15th to the 18th.
This month?
This month, July.
Okay. Let's talk about the data promo, the 2.2 star 2.2 hatch.
Yeah, so it has gotten really amazing on star 2.2 right now because I know our listener out there for our data bene. Yeah, we have some of the minutes. Every day you're trying to talk about corporate thing and you can hear our data bene outside too. So with star 2.2 is your best solution. You either use the 2.2 or you use the Maxi app. With Star 2.2 right now, we also have offers that allows you to call to Burkina Faso, allow you to call to Guinea for just a little amount, please. So don't stress yourself, don't ease yourself. The 26th is almost here, and we are celebrating independence. Orange is saying you need not to travel outside of Liberia to stay connected to your family. So all you have to do is just dial the shop code star 2.2 hash, and on that shop code, you just pay $5. I give you 12 whole minutes to call your family in Guinea and stay connected. But guess what? This 12 minutes lasts you for 10 days. So I can decide to use the 12 minutes, 1 minute at a time to talk to Kopo, and then I use 1 minute to talk to Fatu. Then I keep my other minute for the next day because I want to stay more time on the phone with them or to keep checking on them. And then not just all, with this scene star 222, making it as easy for you, we say just $1 give you 5 minutes to call to Burkina Faso. For those of us who have our family there, you can dial star 222, you call them and stay connected. So for all of our data lovers, people who always don't want to go out of internet, there's time already to keep communicating with your family. We say with 222, $1 give you 1.7 gigabyte, and then $2 give you 5 gigabyte that lasts you for 4 whole days, and then $5 give you 13 gigabyte that lasts you for 7 days. So with this, no stress, because
with this, let me come to you for a minute. One of the concerns is always been raised. You hear the person, "Oh, give me still my minute my phone. My data can get lost." What do you think? What can you say to those people who have to?
Okay, so like we normally say, right, we are concerned about our customers. So every time we come on the radio, even if you speak to us, you tell us your complaint, we register them to management. We send them as report. So they are listening, they are following, and they are bringing solutions to your problems. So people used to complain every time when I put my credit in my phone. You know, it was just lost like that.
Always stealing my
credit, orange day. But we're not people. We are not the ones stealing your credits.
Okay.
So what we used to do is that we noticed that people sometimes, like, you will be on a very interesting conversation, and before you know, you run out of data. You don't have data to continue what you were saying. So we used to say, because of that reason, we can keep you connected. You keep calling and talking to whoever you're talking to. But whenever you put a recharge, we can do the, you know, the deduction.
Okay.
Yes. But now we say it's not okay. Now let's be transparent. Let's everybody have what they want. So if you don't have a data bundle in your phone, it means you can't go. So we call it pay as you go. So you must pay before you browse. If you don't have, automatically you will not browse. If you have your $1 in your phone,
let me understand it. Before, if someone is calling,
yes,
and what they have in the phone finish, you allow them.
We allow you to continue the call.
Then when you recharge next time,
yes,
if it was additional 2 minutes, you went, or 1 minute 30 seconds,
yes,
you then subtract.
Yes.
But then now, what you say, pay go.
Now we say pay as you go.
Pay as you go.
Yes.
You don't have money, don't go.
Yes.
Okay.
If you don't have money, you will not go. If you don't have money, it means you will not call. You don't have data, it means you will not browse. And if you have your recharge in your phone, your $1 or $2, once you did not subscribe for Orange Data Bono, automatically your credit won't be taken away. Your credit will remain on your phone, because people can also complain that they take 2 minutes, 2 cents.
Yeah.
Yeah, then nothing, you know, they can that be there now, it will go.
No one will go $1. Yeah.
You won't use it, but now your credit is very secure, safe. Nobody will touch it because there's no pay as you go.
Okay, let me just drag this in before we go to the lines. The folks I also wanted to. This is whether you want to answer or not. It's your choice. There's news about GSM company that these traders, the vendors who people depend on the orange money, also are complaining that they benefited nothing. And if this continues, they may just in the not too long distant future not be carrying those services, so that people who will be depending on them will not get it. Is there anything to say to them?
So I will just address it a little,
yeah,
and then my colleague will continue with that.
Okay.
So I will put it in the first. Who do a work that you don't get paid, but wake up every morning, you dress up very neatly in your coat suit, pay your way and go there daily, monthly. Who do a work like that? So I'm saying this to say that honestly, in my honest opinion, we pay all of our agent a commission that they deserve. Okay. So we used to have those different wallets and everything, and because of that, they are no longer restricted, because we want the process very transparent. You know, they are our people. If we don't hold them carefully, there's possibility they're able to destroy us.
Sure.
So we are very mindful, and everything is supposed to receive as a benefit, they are getting it. But what we won't take as a company with transparency and compliance is for you to act you are smart to gain more with us. Like for example, some of them will do transaction that's supposed to be done one time, they do it twice and get double commission. Then it means you are taking more from us instead of or benefiting. So what we do, we're already doing 1%. We're paying you more than what we're receiving. Then now you want to come back to do us dirt. We won't accept that. We will block the number. When you come to the office, you sign a commitment form that this won't be repeated, and we are good to go. So she will just speak more on that.
Yeah, so the last time we came here, and then we addressed this. For those that are out there that say, oh, they are not receiving pay, or we are working, most of the HNA, we stand to say they are not saying the truth. They are not saying the truth. Because, like Marcel Koli said, how can you be working and then you are not earning anything? But yesterday you find interest in that thing, you stay working on every morning and then you keep going on. No. The only thing that is becoming problem, firstly, our satisfaction is out there to our people. And then you, the agent, I was saying to be a help to us, and then you are driving the people away by stealing from them. And when we notice that you steal from that person, that's where the problem comes from. It's either we block your number or we take what is not yours. Because if you exploit somebody out there, we won't ready to enjoy it. No way.
Wow.
We will take it back from you. So that the place
That's
the place problem.
Let me just share my own experience. I was traveling.
Okay.
I went to the guy. I said, man, yeah, I want 15K. He said, Dada, you'll pay 150. I said, orange. Then he said, you'll give me 14, extracting, the 150 from it. I said, no. So I just started talking. I said, no, man. I want to give it to him, but I said no. The last time I said it's not money, but no.
Yes.
I went to the next guy, so I said, I want 15K, and he gave me 15.
That's it. See.
So I said, and I will travel my family, and the guy, why people here go up and down? I said, no, they don't even want to do for nothing.
Of course.
I will not give it to him, and I got my exact amount, right?
Yes.
So it's also the way you're saying. Be fair to the customers.
Right.
Be fair to the people.
Yes.
You and Orange are your business. You're like dealing.
Right.
And Orange say you out there that we can see and deal with you.
Yes.
So we come to you, give us what we want.
Right.
When you go to Orange, you all tell your thing. Because Orange say they give you what you deserve, and you giving them what they deserve. So it's a win-win situation for all. Let me go to the last and take a few calls here, so the public want to have some concerns here. 0775-919-919, 080-919-919. Yeah, someone sent a text. I really want to read the text here. It's saying something here. Thanks to the team in Orange, from Orange, Liberia. Orange is the best GSM in the country. The awareness to the public and our customers is too much more. Wow. Thanks to Orange, Liberia for making easy. Wow. Let me talk to this caller here. People are praising Orange now. I think the problem going so much more. Yeah, they complaining on the. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to ask a question.
Yeah, go ahead.
The reason most of us get asked for money is that the commission of Orange is very low. Because we are using our own money. So when customer can take or send money, most of us we get asked for money.
For what?
That's the reason.
For what?
Because the commission for Orange is low.
So the money why would take all you want take some from only two?
No, we don't take your money because the commission is low.
How much they giving you? What is low? How much they giving you? How much they giving you?
Hello?
Yeah, how much they giving you? You say low. Oh, the bank interest. Yeah. How much is Orange? Hello, you getting me?
Yeah.
You are saying that it's low. The commission is low. I said, how much is the commission?
When you take 500 for partner phone, the commission is 1%.
Yeah.
Yeah. You see that?
So
you do transaction for what we.
how much is the 1%? 500.
Hello?
How much is the 1%? I mean, you won't bring katakata with anything here. And you're not correct. Good afternoon. Yeah, Luther, go ahead.
Yeah, let me compare Orange bringing life into Liberia.
but then the period I have with it why down me let them give me the time anyone will let you say
you say what
our mini run mini the walk around and putting on phone.
Hey man, I just got a question, right?
Yes.
Okay, let me take the last one here. We go there, we'll be out of time. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Mr. Black, good afternoon.
Yeah, Lost in Augustine, Sagacious Wisdom.
Yeah, thank you. Let me say to you, yes. I want to ask a question. I'm listening to her talking about if you put your down card in your phone, it's key because it's called pay as you call. But then the issue of the orange data credit, maybe that starts sharing. When you look at it, it will tell you that you can credit 100 megabytes for 50 cents. But then if you credit that megabyte, what happens is that it will tell you about $2 for you, $2 just got.
It's not possible.
Yeah, I want our credit very good. All credit get profit behind it also. That's true. 50 cents, $2.
It's not possible.
Then why you yourself will credit 50 cents and $2 for your phone? So that $1.50 you pay for 50 cents? No, let me tell you the last one here. Let me fair anything here, man. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, my name is Nathaniel and I'm here for the issue number 2. Thanks to the orange family in office for Adam. Orange and this people.
Yeah, you say what? Wait.
Orange and see from people and they get just of red people. When you even put your data from the internet through, when you put your meaning and you want 59, they put 1020, they see 58. So even black, they will make the internet so they are the game they take it. So we can do comparison with the two GSM.
You really think that orange can make it slow, or because plenty of people on the network too? Anyway, they'll respond to that. Yeah. So you listen to the concerns here.
Alright.
Yeah.
So okay, let's just address it. With the guy who said, my colleague will speak about the Orange Money Commission.
Yeah.
Let me just address the guy who talked about the 50% credit.
Yeah.
And then the reduction of $2.
Thank you.
So let me just say, there's no possibility that you will credit 50 cents from us and then we take away $2. It's not possible and it don't work that way. When you credit from us, the first thing, if we're doing the deduction, we don't take it like that in full. We do it, we mount the amount little, so that it won't stress you too. Because sometimes you put your $3, you want to do something, maybe you credit that $3 for Orange, if you take the $3 just like that, because people forget when they're recharging. It will affect you too. Maybe you want to do something, so we take it a little amount.
You credit my pay.
Yes, and remember, if you credit, you have to pay. How do you credit 50 cents and then we take $2 whole from you? It's not possible. Okay. Once you credit 50 cents, once you recharge, we take our 50 cents back, we are good to go. It's simple and easy as good money.
Okay.
So the other lady who was talking about internet is very slow. Let me just tell you that Orange has a 4G internet. Our internet is very fast, and to the extent that we are upgrading to 5G. So to say that you put a credit, let's understand this with this credit and recharge. So everything there's an expired date. Even the 3 days we gave you, we put expired date. That means that after 3 days it expires. But within that 3 days, you have 65 minutes to call Orange to Orange, and you have minutes to call to the other network. You can decide how to use your money. It depends on you as the user. So you will not call using the whole 65 minutes for the first day, and the next day you say your money stay there because the expired date is not possible.
It don't reach it.
Yeah, the don't reach it. So your money stay there, you start calling. We'll just say your balance is zero balance and wait for the expired date for you to receive your message. Okay. So it don't work like that. If you put a data, you say you put data on for 10 and then it got expired 11, the internet was terrible. The data you put, all of our data goes for 1 day, and some of the promo go for 4 days, 7 days. So if you put our data now, from now this time, let me just say from 1/3, it will be the next money 1/3 it will expire.
Why you can get smaller grace period? You can make some people can sleep. Because when they now recharge either the 1 day, 24 hours, then they look at the time. Oh no, they won't finish it. They won't always take it.
It's fair enough, but to keep yourself up, so you say that your data. But it's also fair enough to
gives people to say, and I talk like the finish, we give you 30 minutes, they give you a warning.
So it's already set the time, the time, you know the clock now, the clock don't go, it don't reverse, so it's straight.
So when we come in the country, they put the phone down, they just won't use the data because they want orange the ticket. Yeah, the other question about the commission.
Yes, even though we very getting, but I think I know what you are trying to say.
Okay.
He's talking about commission being low.
Yeah.
Orange is saying, firstly, there was an agreement between him and Orange.
Yeah.
He knew fully well that you are not going to get more for the customers. He knew fully well. His benefit was going to come from Orange.
Okay.
So why he's saying, oh, because the commission is low, so that's the reason why I want to take more for the people. So he's seen, you're saying he's seen it. Now, if you take more for the people, we'll take it back. Before giving what he's supposed to get, we will take it back.
Okay.
That's the problem comes from. You have no right to take more for the people. You already know the agreement.
Yeah, I'm saying every $1,000, $10.
Yes.
Myself happy.
$10, yes.
But my other men, they can do it out.
Even with same wave, imagine.
Yeah. So my $10, let them make them make. You say you give me 150 for what? You see. So like you saying, you have already agreed.
Yeah.
And you went in the deal.
Yes.
So why not do something else? Let me say thanks to all of you. And let me ask a question before we go home. I heard you talking about credit. Is Orange crediting cash?
You talking about loan?
The loan.
Yeah.
Why the loan will be in the future because we take our precaution better because we don't want people to start breaking at the same time.
Okay, it was so wonderful. Is there a final message for your people today?
Well, I'm once again Joetta and Flomo from the Orange Money Marketing Department. Just to remind you about Friday. All our ladies stand here. Don't forget for your happy hour. Go and get your 10% cash back. We say little, we say cash back. Just how you buy it, how you get it, then I hear back. If I know that you see now, but if that $400 you see, you just do your calculation and don't let nobody to tell you say come buy later. Pay your money from there. And our favorite supermarket again, don't forget to shopping. Anything you can buy. Nobody say you should buy the whole supermarket. But even an article you can buy will give you 20% cash back. Again, the supermarket, Mika Mart supermarket. We get a happier supermarket at 60th Street. And we also get Stop and Shop supermarket, the 60th Street. You go to China Mall, we all go China Mall. You go to China Mall, you go to Loving Bakery. These are the places that we want you to go and shopping, and you'll be able to get your 20% cash back. And for the happy hour, don't forget it's Excelor, Center Street. Pay 2 Orange money. We say carry cash money, or we say 2 Orange money. As long as you see your Orange money, you are bound to get your 10% cash back and your 20% cash back. See you later.
Thank you, and that's Joetta Flumo. Yes. Let's talk to Philomena this afternoon.
So let me just remind you to not forget to use the shop code *222# and use the Maxit app to spin and win. And remember, you have the chance right now to secure a spot at the Labrador Investment Conference. Just visit their website and then register as a participant. And if you want to be a business person, you can use the shop code *144*166#. And until I see you there on the 15th to the 18th, I call this a day off.
You're still doing a picture business for Orange?
The picture, the promotion finish never sense.
Look at me. I feel wearing my new shirt and go to my piece and send it there.
That was the anniversary.
Okay, let me say thanks to you again. Hope that we can have this interaction. Orange, let me say thanks to Orange. And hope I'll see you again. Thank you so much. And this is the heat on your program. It's the best afternoon show into Liberia by this time here. We take a very short break. We'll come back. We're going to talk more business about Liberia. Good afternoon.
Once again, we are here as law enforcement body to continually express our commitments to the protection of lives and property in this country and the dignity of the person. as we draw closer to the July 17th protest date, today makes it 10 days from that date. We have asked planners to engage with the Ministry of Justice to get a permit and inform law enforcement as to routes they intend to take so that we can provide the adequate protection. Up to today, we haven't seen any such engagement. However, we want to reaffirm our commitment to the democratic process that will provide the adequate protection necessary, and will do whatever we can to ease the burden of those who will not be a part of the protest and will have to get to town. So as soon as we understand how and where they intend to gather, we'll continue to communicate with the public. We're asking everybody to keep tuned to our social media pages, to other radios and stuff, and we will be able to communicate adequately. But I would like to encourage each and everyone to go about their normal basis. Protest in this country has become a routine issue. So it's not something that say, oh, we're going to ask you to stay home and stuff like that. School remains open. Children can move back and forth and go to school freely. And people can go to work and everyone can continue their normal business. Like I said, there could be some disruption in the traffic, but we try to minimize the inconveniences through whatever means possible. To the planners, we are your police. Those who intend to exercise those rights, constitutionally, it is your right under the
wanted to be. I don't know where else are coming from in my head, but I say yes, like Brahma listens this year. You know, with this this deal that has been around, oh my God. You know, this proposal, folks have seen with a lot of concern about whether it will be a strategic rail or a strategic risk for Liberia. Recently, what it seemed to be an agreement that already been signed between the Ivanhoe, which is the Ivanhoe Atlantic, the HPX, the high power exploration up. The president have been accused of signing a secret deal up on, and they said the president quietly signed this controversial railway agreement on Sunday the 6th with the Ivanhoe Atlantic, a U.S. Registered firm with a strong tie with Chinese interest. And this is where some of the lawmakers from the United States are having concern about that. How possible is this? The U.S. Registered firm having ties with China, you know, the CCP, and they are seeing other deals being sealed behind closed door. Mind you, the last time we heard about this issue, when the issue was raised, there was several questions about it, where Asilamita was asking that this was not in our deal we signed, even the amended Mineral Development Agreement, that you bring somebody here to use this railway. You told us we are the only one, we faced that place, and there the last time you sent the folks for some inspection, and there was this issue that part of the rail entered in Asilamita concession area, and there was this noise and other issues about that. It brought concern. Now with this decision, folks are now asking, are the lawmakers involved? Are the lawmakers involved in this process? Are they, because they are direct representative? Or is this just with the executive branch? Is this just where we are? Why is the deal in silence? Why is the deal wrapped in silence? Remember when this confusion came with some purported letter of rating to the folks that brought some disappointment, the president had to step in. He said, no. We are the custodian of this thing. Get already say, only you want to use the railroad, and if anybody come to work, they should build you one. Let the party be, let's sign an agreement where a kind of partnership is monitored, where we can allow another person or another company to use the rail with a scheduled process to avoid conflict. Because number one, not every day you bring iron ore. Not every day. You can bring iron ore from Monday, Wednesday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. No. You got days you can bring iron ore. Can we use the rail for other purpose? In the other days, you are not using the railroad. Remember that rail was built by the company like Brother Lemko at the time, and I still be talking about made there, but then it was in some bad conditions, some were still good. They have to fix the track, everything, and it's in good condition of this process. Now, these are the concerns coming up. The Ivanhoe Atlantic has turned to be the new phase of what was previously known as a high power exploration, the HPX. And at the time, the company was heard to be funded by the Canadian American mining magnate Robert Franklin, and he is also the founder of the Ivanhoe Mine Limited, a Toronto listed company that is partly owned by the Chinese state link firm. And this has even called for some questions with some of the lawmakers there. The Ivanhoe major stakeholder comes from the Hong Kong based the Senjing Mining Group that had about 12.23%, and the Beijing China, the CTRCT, the CRTCR. Let me see, this is the CRTRC Bank Corporation that has about 22.33%, both of which either state-owned or heavily influenced by the Chinese Communist Party. And this is where some of the lawmakers in the United States have raised concern about the CCP partnership process. Then the Franklin himself have about 12.08 stake, while a significant 50.77 of the ownership remain undisclosed to the public. Why are we not in the know who else holding on a very significant portion of this process, or a half of this whole thing here? So it raises some concerns. Now, the Senator Ted Cruz and Jim Richard, they have questioned the State Department, particularly the Bureau of African Affairs, that America has endorsed the project with the company linked to the CPP. And they are even raised some serious question. Is this linked to with the Belt and Road process from China? Will this bring some hitches in the future upon? Are these people in the business of employing Africans, or they only use this means that they bring their people from their country? They bring the high-tech power system purportedly seem to be operated by them. But at the end of the day, you see the Africans are the ones who will do the more hard work, and they will not get the amount that the other people are getting. These are some of the concerns raised. And Liberia, are the lawmakers aware of this? Is this a strategic role or a strategic risk for Liberia? Will this deal benefit us, or are we going to get in a deal today that tomorrow? And there are some issues we're hearing that, oh, the deal was not signed, there was some agreement signed, that was not a deal signed, but there was some agreement signed between there. That's all. Yeah, reportedly from sources that the people saying that not signed a deal secretly, but it's not true. But there was some agreement signed. But also too, if there was an agreement signed, it also gives green light to the acceptance of the deal that will be on. And these folks will have to work. Imagine they will have to build on the process there. Rehabilitate the Tokadi to Buchanan, rehabilitate the abandoned rail line now to Yikipa, construct a 3 to 2 kilometer rail spur to the Guinea border that will be expanded to the port capacity in or near Buchanan. And with this thing that will yell also to that after a period, then they also build their own in that time while they are here in 2, 3, 4, 5 years. They should have completed their own site where they'll be independently operating. But now, this is where we are. And ArcelorMittal too, just recently again, you heard about the commissioned concentrator, where there was some little 1.4 billion was said to have been spent. And Liberians are asking, does these iron that here were auditing and were there, does it worth the money they're telling us? Was our our lawmakers in the know that we are building the thing, or we just can't hear they come delegate it, they come commission it, they build a concentrator now, they're gonna be cleaning the fine old with this help, with this benefit Liberia. These are so many questions. We news that ArcelorMittal has invested over 50 million in Liberia since 2005. They are employing more than 3,200 American across facilities into Ohio, Texas, Alabama, and in 2024 alone. And they are spending about 100 million on US equipment for the Liberian operation. We just hearing it. Do we know? When it comes to Liberia, they say Liberia is one of the Liberia's largest private sector employer, directly employing between 3,000 to 2,500 workers. Are they really employing? That is ArcelorMittal. Because you see how the other people treat you will give you a green light how the other people treat you. Now they say now the ongoing expansion process is expected to create more than 2,000 new jobs. So if you tell them that you got 3,005, you had 3,000 first, it went to 2005, and you tell them that you will employ 2,000 new workers, then that means you're having 5,500 workers. Is this a reality? And you can part. It's going to be an area where ArcelorMittal have a vocational training academy in Ikipa in Nimba County, where young people will receive training, mechanic, electrical engineering, plant operation, other industrial skills will be there, and with many graduates, they will now be secure employment in this area. This is what they're telling us. But the lawmakers are saying these people now, they are raising concern. They CCP people. This news that America has already endorsed this, not just recently, the U.S. Embassy there also said yes, it's a big deal for Liberia, and we support it. And the lawmakers on our side telling us, oh, the people there, and now they get a project and they employ their people more than the other side. This is what. What's your say? I will go to this afternoon. Liberia need investment. Liberia need the kind of deals. With the CCP putting about billions of dollars in the Belt and Road Initiative across Africa. Is this the time now for Liberia to benefit? Is this the time? Are we doing it the right way? That tomorrow we'll not have to say yes, we made a mistake, and the people benefiting from us more than we are also getting our own side of bargaining is not being done. What's your say, Liberians? I'll come to the lines and take calls on this matter here. It is very important, Liberians. Your say, you are the custodian of the resources, and when it's being given, you should be aware as to what is in it for you, because you have to benefit. God places those resources here with you that you benefit. It's not that foreigners come, alien come, benefit, and you continue living in abject poverty. 0775-919-919, 080-919-919 are the numbers to be a part of the conversation. The senators are concerned about this. The project isn't just about development, but a tool for influence, affluence, and control. Where do we stand? Let me talk to this caller here. Good afternoon. We'll be a business again. We're blaming ourselves. Good afternoon. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead, you're live.
For me, it's very shocking. Now, I don't know if there's a new will that this government is trying to for protection. So, the legislature, I think, this issue is started by the legislature. I can't tell you, therefore, also the money, well, when it's not out there, what a rebel. What a hurry.
But in case also that the time the president had, after all the time considering and say, oh yes, son, and one son, and if I go to church, and then we see what needs to do. Okay. Okay, so more explanation. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Mr. Lau.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much for the program this afternoon. it means true, even that the public service people give, I will highly appreciate it. This lawmaker that will raise a concern, and that raise a concern in the issue of Liberia or the Liberians.
Oh.
Be the one to come show 100%.
But why you say so? They are the representatives of the people.
Because we still have a speaking in 2005, and again, the proof, so we're going to get the bill. And they have not also to teach you what the gas time. It is today, because they were not this, they were not that. They would not want to so we can give them, and give them what they have to give them. That's what they are really concerned for.
Oh, okay, thank you. You're welcome for your contribution this morning. He said, yes, it's good that the president signed it to you. And the lawmakers are yet talking about this, but they are not concerned at their personal interest. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Pa.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I wrote a few days ago. I said
I mean, how you get come on here to just say,
okay, I'm sorry, my name is Sky.
no, but you just come on here, just say, come and get a new life for yourself. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know, I want our president to say, going to America, anything that will be containing a mountain, board after the time, like what should be fully point. And the only thing that you'll be seeing, I told the star and that time, I was thinking that this meeting, people will be calling the president just for asking the job. For those people to be confident on the behalf of the Americans. But what will be there for Liberian people? What will be there for the people of Liberia? They should keep Liberia high and Liberia should be fully for their agenda.
Yeah, because the American ambassador has said they are commended the president. They express appreciation, welcome the railway signing deal, and saying that it will boost economic viability of about 1.8 billion investment package. That is the U.S. embassy saying this.
The advantage is a good deal, but if they will be in the interest of Liberia, if when the people come in, when you blow Liberia, so we are praying that $10,000 jobs, I think you want to foreigners. What kind of job will we give to Liberia?
Yeah. Labor minister coming get work permit again. Not again work permit. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, work permit waiver. Go ahead.
Thank you. I think for me, really, they are happy for the public to sign the contract. But the only problem that I get now is to come back and explain to all how the contract will be, because it will not be like you sign the contract and people come and bring all the Google money, all the Google thing will be for the foreigner, then fully Liberian will be the same way the accelerometer won't look at. So let it come back to all and explain how the contract look at.
Okay.
The good thing we need investment, but it must explain to all too.
Okay. Okay. Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, this is Stephen Wilson, and I'm joining here to the Honorable Citizens Electoral Forum. Thank you for the point. So for me, I want for it to be very clear before the president. The interest of the people is what you should be able to put on the table. Because this country, what we are going through, America has share food. So when
Hey, my man, you put your thoughts together before you call on this program. Yeah, we can't spoon feed you here and tell you what to say. Let me take my last call here. I got to go. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You're my last caller for today.
Thank you. You didn't remember with it. I get it. You know, everything that never happened before and happening now happening for a reason. For me, I'll keep saying that everything that America would consider to be our father been holding is because the parents were not good. It's almost like you get the children and you see none of them want to be serious, but the day the children won't come on board, everything you have for the other, you will invest it in that serious one. So that deed that was signed, it will benefit Liberians under this administration. Take my word to court.
Okay. Okay. Thank you. So I should take his word to court. You know, normally when Liberians say take my take my word to the bank, you know exactly what I mean. Let me say thanks to all of you, our folks out there, for your contribution. Somebody say I'm calling so we can talk what? Okay, but I got to go. Thanks for your listening role and your contribution to the program. I've been your humble servant. I'm J. Nathaniel VAR, and I'm here with Andrew Gabuyu on this edition. Before we go home, let me remind you, the geometry of the whole must be kept high on the agenda because it involves the majority, and those that come with equity must come with claims. Until then, have a pleasant good afternoon. Yeah.